Noah Samsen's lawsuit is now officially over. Big Noah W. I am, I'm just being facetious, but I'm happy to pave the way for you, Noah. You can thank me on the way out. So let's talk about something fun. All right. Let's talk about.
Hey everybody, I've got a big lawsuit update for you. It's over. Ethan Klein has dropped his defamation lawsuit against me. He filed a motion to dismiss the case with prejudice, meaning that he cannot sue me for the claims in this lawsuit.
Very important to know for anyone who doesn't know, when you dismiss a case, when you file a request for dismissal, that's you telling the court, I am take backsies. With prejudice means you cannot file that claim again. So Ethan can sue him for like defamation of like a completely different video, but he can't sue him for this again. He's giving up the right to do that, right? Without prejudice, usually that happens when there's like an error in the filing or something, and or like there's like you're saying, let me amend this and refile it. To be very clear, okay? So him requesting the court dismiss the original suit with prejudice means he can't sue him again for this exact thing.
Ever again. It's over. We won. I mean, kind of. We didn't really win anything. In fact, I actually lost like a bunch of time and money and peace of mind and all that. But I am no longer being sued, so I guess we'll take it. This lawsuit and the legal threats leading up to it have been a massive year-long headache. I'm super glad that it's over. I can get back to just focusing on videos. And we also get to donate the money we raised for my legal defense, which after subtracting the fees should still be about $100,000. Unfortunately, right now, GoFundMe is holding the funds for review. We've given them all the information they need and we haven't heard back. It's been super frustrating. Hopefully it gets cleared up soon. And once it does, I'll be posting an update on community posts or maybe a video. In the meantime, consider donating to Project Sarsour, which is where the money will go. It's my friend Ahmed's project. He lives in Gaza and the money will go to help families there and a number of other projects. Anyways, so the first question you might have here is, what happened? Why did Ethan drop the lawsuit? And right now, I don't have a firm answer for that. Ethan hasn't commented publicly and did not respond to my requests for comment. But now that it's been dropped with prejudice and with no confidentiality clauses, I'm able to talk openly about everything that happened. And I think by the end of the video, we should have a little bit more of an idea as to how this all played out the way that it did. So first, a brief recap. In March of last year, I released this video, The YouTubers Who Backed a Genocide. It was a response to a video from Ethan Klein called Content Nuke Hassan Piker. In that video, I highlighted a bunch of statements from several prominent content creators and used those statements to demonstrate the way that the Western media apparatus has helped to normalize Israel's genocide in Gaza. Things like atrocity propaganda, misinformation about groups resisting Israel, and Zionist historical narratives. Ethan Klein responded to the video by immediately threatening to sue me for defamation. He issued a cease and desist and demanded that I take the video down and apologize or else he would sue me. He dedicated a few episodes of his podcast to issuing these sorts of threats.
All he has to do to avoid getting sued is apologize for everything he said and did. He started his second video by saying Ethan's threat.
Can I also say, man, like, it's just so cringy. It's so cringy, man. Can you say sorry to me, please? Can you say sorry to me, please?
Threatened to sue me. It's not a threat. I'm going to sue you. Noah said in his second video, Ethan's threatening to sue me. Have fun with that, I guess. He said, well, I'm about to have fun with it. And unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be having much fun with it.
But I kept the video up. After speaking with several lawyers, I felt pretty confident that I'd be able to defend against a defamation suit. And I also believe that the cease and desist was just a scare tactic, as they're commonly used, to get me to delete my criticism from the internet. The deadline passed and I didn't hear anything from Ethan, and it seemed like everything was good. But then a year later, 2 days before the statute of limitations was up, Ethan actually filed the lawsuit. He alleged that I defamed him.
And this is just pure conjecture on my part, but I do think that like a lot of people were clowning on him and saying like he did all that posturing about suing Noah Samsen and didn't do it, lol, lol, lol. And I think he didn't want to be seen that way, so he decided to go through with the lawsuit anyways, because he didn't want to be seen as like, not a liar, but like a coward or something. But like, what a waste of money, because then he filed it and then he just backed out.
with 6 statements, including the title and thumbnail of my video and various other claims that I made. He was seeking unlimited damages and a jury trial. When you get served a defamation lawsuit, you have 30 days to respond or face default. So I spent the majority of my time the next few weeks looking everywhere to find a lawyer. Just to file a reply, I was being quoted upwards of $100,000, which is obviously pretty stressful because I don't have that kind of money on hand. So I ended up doing a fundraiser, and I fundraised as much as I could. We got not quite to the goal, but over $100,000, which I thought was pretty good. But as the deadline approached and I started to get even more stressed out, I still hadn't found a lawyer. That's when I got in touch with Deborah Drews. Deborah Drews is an LA-based attorney who specializes in defamation law, and honestly, I owe her my life. She's an incredible lawyer, and from our first conversation, she showed genuine interest in this case. She was also willing to work at a major discount, which is what made it possible to donate most of this money that we raised. So anyways, I retained Deborah's counsel, of course, and we began working on our response. Our approach was going to be to file an anti-SLAPP motion. The SLAPP in anti-SLAPP stands for Strategic Lawsuit Against Public Participation, and the statute was designed to prevent powerful people from weaponizing their resources to silence dissent from critics that cannot sustain a long-term legal battle. A successful anti-SLAPP motion can dismiss frivolous lawsuits before they even go to trial and force the plaintiff, in this case it would be Ethan, to pay the defendant's legal fees. As our work on the case progressed, we started—
I've never met a bad Deborah. I don't know that I've met any Deborahs. None come to mind.
To feel like we'd put together a pretty strong case. But then, just a few days before the filing deadline, Ethan Klein reached out to us looking to open up settlement talks.
And let me just say, this part is like insane. Like, trying to find the words to describe it. I don't know how delusional you have to be to ask for the things that he asked for. Like, I know in general with lawyers and with like legal counsel, they'll try to ask for more than they actually can get. And that's a strategy that a lot of legal teams will use, but some of it was just like it's like, dude, come on.
Now, at first, I was taken aback. Ethan sued me, made me pay a bunch of money, stressed out me and my family, and now he's coming to me to settle? No, we're not doing that. That's not happening, especially given how strong we felt our defense was. But Deborah, in her infinite wisdom and expertise, suggested that we didn't know what their terms would be. Maybe they really wanted out of the lawsuit, and maybe their offer would reflect this, and it could be good for us. A settlement would end proceedings immediately, it would eliminate all risk, and it would free up the money that we'd raised to be donated right away. Depending on the specifics, that could be a pretty good deal. So we agreed to file an extension to start settlement talks. But nothing could have prepared me for what they came up with. In exchange for dropping his lawsuit, Ethan Klein wanted a public apology on my primary YouTube channel and Twitter account, pre-approved by Ethan, which would need to include a claim that he and his wife Hila have both supported the Palestinian cause.
I'll just read the text on the screen. Public apology. Translation, ISIS hostage style video. Medium, video on primary YouTube channel and tweet, pre-approved by my client before public release, which we already pretty much could guess this because Ethan Klein had admitted on his podcast. Someone I'm sure has the clip saying he had seen Casey's apology before it went live. So this doesn't surprise me. Pre-approved. So it was like, pre-approved. Okay. Contents, apology for saying my client supported genocide. Acknowledgement that my client and his wife have supported the Palestinian cause. Free to say he disagrees with my client, and my client does too much to defend Israel.
Also wanted me to remove 6 separate videos from my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure it's all the
videos to be taken down. YouTubers who backed a genocide. The genocide supporting YouTubers respondent. Ethan Klein lawsuit response. Ethan Klein offers some safety advice for Jewish viewers of Hassan. Ethan Klein is suing me. How to girl boss a genocide.
I've ever talked about him in, which includes several videos that are unrelated to the claims made in the actual lawsuit. He also wanted a non-disparagement clause, which would bar me from ever publicly criticizing Ethan again. They did include a potential provision to reimburse my legal fees to be donated to a mutually agreed upon charity, so that's great, but only if my public apology included an acknowledgement that Ethan replenished these funds so that they can go to charity. So these terms were—
It's literally like, how am I supposed to see any of this stuff and not come to the opinion that this is meant to be just like a publicity stunt? And then you got to tell everyone that I gave money to the Palestinians, okay? What? Why not just do that? What?
Let's just call them inadequate, hard for us to accept, so we made a counteroffer. No apology, no confidentiality, full reimbursement for all of our legal fees, no deleting any videos outside of the ones which were about the lawsuit, which we felt would become irrelevant if it was settled, and then one public statement which would read as follows. Ethan and I disagree about a video I made in response to his video Content Nuke Hassan Piker. He thinks my video says one thing, and I think it says another. Both of us believe that YouTube is a place for free expression, and recognize the right to criticize each other's views. So we've decided to end our dispute amicably. Keeping it out of court frees up funds to help families in Gaza right now. We sent these terms over and didn't hear back, so we prepared to file our anti-slap motion. It was all ready to go. I was kind of excited. Honestly, Deborah cooked. But then a few days later, Ethan filed the motion to
I'm going to say settlements are very common in court because, first of all, you're kind of always gambling a little bit when you're in court, whether you're going to win or not. Are you eating raw pasta? No, I'm eating veggie straws, man. Second, even if you ignore the money aspect and how much lawsuits cost, it's just a bunch of time and energy that goes into lawsuits. It's just like such a waste of energy. You know, like there are just so many like meetings and calls and documents to review, and it's so much energy that can be put into literally anything else. So I'm never going to like judge people for being like, yeah, I think I'm just going to go for the settlement. And the settlement terms that Noah's lawyer cooked up were pretty good. I think that those were all pretty reasonable. Hey, I'll remove the video that says Ethan Klein is suing me and lawsuit update. I'll remove those two since you're not suing me anymore. And I'll say that we disagreed, but we both think that our time and money is better spent on causes that matter, and we're ending things amicably, and we both move on. Like, that's a great settlement. That is a great settlement, and I actually do think it would have made Ethan look good to accept that settlement. I feel like I'm only speaking on my opinion. I feel like if he had accepted that settlement, that would have looked better than dismissing it for him. But that's just my opinion. Because dismissing it just like it doesn't
can't do fucking shit.
Look good. But maybe he's got like some strategy, some legal strategy, some legal squash in the back that we don't know about. Dismissed with prejudice, though, Denim. What about it?
dismiss with prejudice. And that was it. Back to that question of like what happened, why'd he back out? Because he hasn't publicly commented and he didn't respond to my request for comment, we can really only speculate. Maybe he did have a change of heart. Maybe he doesn't want to be the one that hands out lawsuits left and right to silence critics. And maybe if he were to admit this publicly and apologize for wasting my time and money.
Can someone explain to me what the difference is between dismissing with or without prejudice? With prejudice means that you can't refile the same exact lawsuit again. Without prejudice, usually, it means you can refile the same thing, but it means that it was dismissed because of some like technical or like procedural error or procedural issue, right?
And acting like a freak throughout the whole process, then maybe I'd believe that. But until then, I think there are more likely explanations. See, Ethan has stated publicly that his many lawsuits against smaller creators have damaged his reputation.
I don't want to be the fucking litigious asshole that's suing everybody. Like, I know what people think of me. I know what people say about me. I'm not a moron. I know like the consequences of doing all these lawsuits and stuff.
The biggest backlash so far came very...
Does he? No? I do think, I was going to say, before Noah said it himself, I think a big reason why he's lost a lot of steam, and this is just conjecture on my part, personal opinion, is the Penguin Zero videos, the Moist Critical Charlie videos, basically being like, which, let me say... The crown is too far for me to go get it, but just pretend like there's a crown on my head. The tentative ruling was like so big. Because Charlie only made this video after the tentative ruling. Because no one at that point wanted to cover any of these lawsuits. Which, by the way, kind of crazy that Charlie did not reach out to me, but that's okay. The biggest thing is like, you don't want to be like the trying not to use the word fence sitter because I don't want to be mean for no reason. I want to encourage behavior that I think is good behavior. You know what I mean? Like, someone does something you want them to do, you should continue to encourage them to do it by being nice and being like, good boy.
The mullet rolls are gone, people.
But like, Charlie doesn't want to like side with a fucking loser. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to side with a loser. People want to side with the winner. And you look like an idiot to be like, yeah, and Ethan, these lawsuits
The
are
Mueller
totally
rolls are gone, people.
these lawsuits are totally unjustified. They're complete bullshit. And then like he wins on like a tentative ruling. It's like it makes you kind of look like an idiot for saying that in the first place. So I think a lot of people literally didn't want they didn't want to say anything because they didn't want to be accidentally siding with the loser. Right? But yeah, so
recently when he was criticized by a prominent YouTuber, Charlie of the channel Penguin Zero. He criticized Ethan's lawsuits, and these videos got millions of views.
Ethan, of all people, should be very familiar with how defamatory lawsuits can be exploited by those with a lot of money. He was the guy that always fought on the right side of these kind of battles. And now in this case, I really think he's lost his way in that regard.
Ethan also just lost a lawsuit against the streamer Denims. He sued her for copyright infringement, and the ruling on this one was just brutal. The judge ruled against Ethan while citing his own previous case of defending against a frivolous copyright lawsuit. It wasn't until both of these events that Ethan began offering to drop his defamation lawsuits, in exchange for an apology, of course.
If Ian would issue a genuine apology, I'd probably think about dropping the lawsuit. And honestly, the same is true of Noah Samsen. If he just issued like a heartfelt apology, I'd probably consider dropping it.
And there's another part to this that I think is worth discussing, which is how Ethan's reputation has also taken hits due to his support.
which let me say, Noah Samsen, very smart to not just immediately issue the apology or whatever and to instead like wait to, talk to your lawyers and stuff and see what would happen. Because the fact that it was dismissed and he didn't even need to do that ever, like, that's dope. I also had pretty good faith that, like, an anti-slap motion would win. I'm not a lawyer, but, anti-slap motions are pretty strong. And proving defamation per se on the statement, like, the YouTubers that backed a genocide, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And, like, the thing is, it's like, I've already talked about this. If you guys have watched Noah Samsen's videos before, the video is like fair. Like Noah Samsen is arguably too fair to most people, where he talks about people that are complete pieces of shit who lie about everything all of the time, like the think before you sleep guy or like a Cheeto or whatever. Like he responds to YouTubers that are completely bad faith, and he will still be good faith the entire time through. Like he is not bad faith at any point. So like if you guys had seen the original video that he made on Ethan, I think we reacted to it here. It's pretty good faith. Like it's very, hey, okay, let's just hand it to them. Let's just say this. Let's just say this. You can see how this like puts a bad taste in people's mouth to talk about like going on vacation or whatever. And then like also the fact that Ethan himself had made a video saying that he regrets making that video, talking about, or like he regretted saying that he wanted to go on vacation to Israel to show people how beautiful it was. And he realized that it was tone deaf. Like all of this stuff combined was not great. Right? Wait, so does he have any active lawsuits? Yes, mine. Because he said he's going to appeal it. So currently mine is still active. What was I going to say? But anyways, yeah. Noah's made like 30-minute videos apologizing for tiny mistakes. Yeah. So let me say that like, and your other one, well, technically he's currently dismissed that one without prejudice. So I don't know. Frogan 2, yes. I don't know Canada court as well or well enough at all, actually, to know how iDubbbz's lawsuit is going. I don't know if I've seen official ruling about like it being withdrawn or not. But he said that he would withdraw it. He said that the apology was good enough, and he told his lawyers to back off. So he did make that comment. So I presume that it will be dropped, but I don't know. So yeah.
For Israel. According to him, this perception has ruined some of his personal and professional relationships.
From a professional perspective, our entire lives are ruined. Collaborations, partners, business partners, employees, creators. Friends.
If you look at the trends in views and subscribers, there's been a demonstrable drop since October of 2023.
Brutal chart, man. Brutal.
Former fans of H3 are leaving and have spoken about the sort of rampant Zionism in that community. Apparently, even just wearing their merch now has an explicit association with the state of Israel.
And he forgot one very crazy thing, which was when they launched their makeup line, they launched their like Teddy Glow. They said that 3 out of the 4 models that modeled for the makeup, I think it was 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 3, publicly apologized for associating and said, sorry, we can't take back any of like our images because those are images that they own that belong to Teddy Glow now. But yeah, sorry, I won't be collaborating with them anymore.
At one point, Ethan may have thought that suing me for criticizing his statements about Israel could change this public perception.
I'd love to see you reason out in a court document about how.
To be fair, you saw how ugly that shit was. I'd also apologize. Okay, valid. Okay, to TBQH, you're right, because that makeup did not look good. Okay, can I just say, like, as someone who would love, I need to make tea. Watching clips on YouTube did not prepare me for how fast Denims talks. I was going to respond to something she said, but then she went on to make several different points. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. It's the ADHD brain. Oh yeah, right. I remember. As someone who loves eyeliner, I love eyeliner. It's the only like actual like not makeup I use because I don't want people to be like, she thinks she can lie to us and say she doesn't wear makeup. But when I like, it's the only visible makeup that I wear. I don't really do eyeshadow. I don't really do mascara. I don't really do any crazy lip makeup ever. I don't really know how to do them, and I'm kind of too lazy to do them, so I just do the same makeup every time. And that's it. I don't do contour. Denim's not like other girls. Yeah, and I hate myself for it, okay? You don't do mascara? No, I hate how mascara makes my eyes fucking feel. So the only like visible makeup, no, I wear concealer. I'm saying the only visible makeup I wear, visible here meaning like makeup that anyone should be able to spot immediately, is eyeliner. Because I just love how eyeliner looks. I just love it, dude. It's so fun. Lash extensions? No, I'm just hairy. No, I'm just Arab. Sorry, I'm just a fucking Arab, man. Yeah. The trade-off is like growing a mustache that I have to laser off, all right? That's the trade-off. Tough titties there. Dude, I used to have some killer sideburns, though, before I lasered them to the abyss. Bro, they were fat, bro. They were huge, man. Oh, unibrow, obviously, duh. What was I saying? What the fuck are you guys talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Right, eyeliner. So as someone who loves eyeliner, it's like the only makeup that I love so much. I love eyeliner. I hate not having eyeliner on. The idea of an eyeliner that you can erase sounded dope. And they released this eyeliner that you could erase. And it was like a 2-sided eyeliner pen. One of them had the actual like eyeliner, and the other one had like micellar water that was supposed to erase it, but it didn't like work. Like they demoed it on their show, and they were like, see, look at how good it's working, and it just smudged everything everywhere. I was like, that doesn't look good. So like I wanted to like it, but it didn't look like it worked. I was like, how did they do it? What's the technology? And it's like, that's just going to get it smudged everywhere, no? And then they do it. It's like, wait, it's just smudged everywhere. Thought you were Egyptian when I first found you? Wait, I am. Well, what do you mean you thought? What I am? All right. Q-tip, alcohol, no. Pro Stratches use a Q-tip. Oh, I just get like a makeup wipe and I just like put my finger on it and then I just like. Usually I just like own up to whatever mistake. It has to be really bad. I have to have totally fucked my shit up.
I and Mudahar support genocide. I really look forward to that.
But somewhere along the line, he must have realized that this strategy wouldn't work. When he got the chance to prove me wrong in front of a judge, just like he wanted, he folded. He backed out at the last minute. So here we are. So anyways, super glad this is all over, ready to get back to making regular videos. I'll update everyone with a post as soon as I can about the GoFundMe situation once that's cleared up. I appreciate everyone who has supported me throughout this whole ordeal, including those who have contributed to the fundraiser and the many creators who were kind enough to join in on the fundraiser stream. That was super cool. And once again, huge shout out to my lawyer, Deborah Drews, and her firm, Drews Legal. She genuinely saved the day. If you have any legal troubles in the vein of this case, her firm may be interested down the line, so hit them up. Okay, that's it.
Noah Samsen exploiting laborers by paying them an exposure. Interesting. Interesting, Noah. Andrew, I'm kidding. That was just a joke. Just a joke. I'm just joking. I thought you were Lebanese, not Egyptian. No. I'm lesbianese. Okay. All right. Flip it and ship it. My bad.
We're done. Done talking about Ethan Klein. See you in the next video. Bye.
As a giant fat guy, I know way more makeup stuff than I should. A pattern of dating goth chicks and clowns has resulted in info I don't ever use. Why don't you just talk about your massive dick while you're at it, dude? Just go ahead. I don't understand. Like, if you're gonna show off, just fucking go ahead. Just go all in, man. I don't get it. Oh, look at me. I date beautiful goth girls and clowns. Fuck you. All right. You know what, man? Like, I'm sorry. We can't all be so fucking lucky. All right? Some of us out here are starving. Some guys are dying of thirst while others are drowning. All right. So yeah, you know what? I gotta send Noah a message. Happy for you, Noah. Glad you're not dealing with a lawsuit anymore. Amen. I was always shocked and surprised that he went for that lawsuit, because that is like man, litigating so much of that stuff in court cannot be fun. Because like, there is something nice about copyright cases, which you don't really focus on the substance as much, right? You're focused on, like, it doesn't matter whether or not the statements are factual. It's just totally irrelevant to fair use. And you're just discussing whether or not that the work was transformative, which is really dope, which I'm really happy about, because like, I can't, litigating Israel-Palestine in a courthouse sounds like so much work, so many hours. Fuck. The dumbest thing I heard on that podcast was that Noah can fundraise for Palestine, but he can't fundraise for a lawsuit, and then he fundraised a ton. Yeah, dude, I remember that. It was like, yeah, well, maybe he should have kept that fundraiser money, because there's no way people will donate to him for a lawsuit. It's like, what? Yeah, they would. What? I'm hoping this means a change of heart is happening with Ethan. He doesn't bother with the appeal, but who knows what's going on with his marbles. Yeah, I don't really just don't know. Maybe I'm just like copium pilled, or maybe I'm just hopium pilled. But I feel like you can always reverse course at any point, no matter how far you've gone, and you're not going to make any progress unless you start reversing course. So like, come on, man. Come on. Why did someone mention marbles? Everyone knows it's the Marlboros that are gone. Sorry. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today, kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, I just don't get it. But I don't understand. Well, maybe it's not for me to understand. Maybe my simpleton brain cannot understand the inner machinations of a YouTube titan like Ethan Klein. Because in all honesty, this is what's happening in my brain. So I don't know. Maybe it's not for me to understand, you know? The mind of a communist e-girl is a disturbed realm. I'm new here, but I have been tapped in the lawsuit and all. What's the update? Well, basically, Ethan Klein dropped his case against Noah Samsen with prejudice, which means he can't refile it. I don't know why. I don't think he's commented on it. No. Well, I can check, see. But yeah. The other thing, too, that I don't understand either is, even if he had dismissed it without prejudice, I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations is over, because when he filed it, the statute of limitations on that defamation had like 2 days left on it. So I'm pretty sure even if he had dismissed it without prejudice, he wouldn't have been able to refile it anyways because of the statute of limitations. But maybe there's like, I don't know, maybe there's like some fun little like legal loophole about refiling that I don't know about. But yeah, I don't really understand. Did the judge add the prejudice part? Well, no, I don't think so. I think it's like he personally filed it with prejudice, so it wouldn't be refiled. So I don't know. I don't know. That's it. But yeah, that's it. No one's. Why did I just speak in Asman? Ugh, too much mold content yesterday. Blah. I've spoken in an Asman, not idiom, saying, whatever. Yep, that's it. Yeah. Base. With prejudice, because Noah Samsen is spiritually female. That's the truth. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so that's it. Noah Samsen's lawsuit is now officially over. And he cannot refile that particular lawsuit any longer. So it's done. It's over. Big Noah W. I am, I'm just being facetious, but I'm happy to pave the way for you, Noah. You can thank me on the way out. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, or whatever. I don't know. I'm just trying to say things that sound cool. I don't know. Question mark, question mark. Too many lawsuits to track. Is he still suing anyone else? Well, he's still suing me. Like, he's appealing the judge's ruling, and I believe he's still suing, I think Frogan's lawsuit is still active. And technically, we haven't found out whether or not the iDubbbz lawsuit is over. He said he would tell his legal team to stop, but I don't know. But yeah, don't let the door hit you with where the good Lord split you, whatever that means. Yes, good wormy. That's cat cocaine, right? No, it's a little different. It's like cat crack. Why was that perfectly timed with the music? That's a crazy remix, dude.